Hey, what's up guys, it's Red here with another Fire Emblem Mythology, this video being on the Heroes Relics from St. Seiros' Church and the Ashen Wolves. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm currently at a bit over 260 subs, so I'd really appreciate getting to 270 from this video. And if you're watching this after I'm already at 270 plus, still subscribe, please. I'm very desperate. Okay, anyways, check out my community posts for updates and release dates of videos like my Fire Emblem Mythology videos, and me talking about stuff that I enjoy, like Chainsaw Man. Also, I want to change my profile picture to something else. I was thinking about it being Chainsaw Man related, so please let me know if you think the change is fine, or if I have to keep my profile picture the way it is. Anyways, if you have any feedback or comments, please leave it down below. I enjoy reading them, even if I might not reply. So, let's get started with the first Heroes Relic from the Church of St. Seiros, which is the Sword of the Creator. And I've already talked about the Sword of the Creator in my FE Mythology video, Robin, Byleth, and Alear, so check it out. It's in my FE Mythology playlist, and there will be a link to the video in the description and the cards above, so check it out after this vid. Anyways, thanks to this comment from Muriyuki34, I'll give a TLDR and also not make the video as blinding as before. Sorry. Anyways, the TLDR of the Sword of the Creator is that it isn't based on any mythological thing or weapon, and for the game lore, it's made out of the bones of the progenitor god, Sothis, and if you want to know a bit more about the lore, then check out my previous video that I talked about. Again, links in the description and in the cards above. So now, on to the next Hero's Relic, being the Thunderbrand, which doesn't have any mythological origin, though its Japanese name is Raite, which roughly translates to Thunder, Thunderbolt, or Thunderclap. However, the Thunderbrand's design is based off the Seven Branch Sword, which was a ceremonial sword that was said to be a gift from the king of Baijeki, a kingdom that was located in Korea, to a lord from Japan's Yamato period. In Fire Emblem, it was made using the bones and has the crest of the Nabathean that represents the crest of Charon. And its first wielder was one of the 10 elites, Charon himself. And it was passed down his family to the most recent canonical user, Cassandra Rubens Charon, but everyone knows her as Catherine. And while the county of Charon and the house of Charon is a part of the kingdom, Catherine herself is more associated with the Church of St. Seiros, as she is one of the Knights of Seiros. Plus, I decided to put this one here because the church would only have one Hero's Relic, plus Vargas/Blue Lions would have 7 Hero's Relics for one video if I include it. And also, they have one more than half of the Hero's Relics in base game, and technically 2 more if you don't count Amir as a Hero's Relic because it's a fake. Anyways, the final 2 Hero's Relics, while technically they're associated with the church, they're from the Ashen Wolves, starting with the Vajra Mushti. Vajra comes from Hinduism and is actually a legendary and ritualistic weapon that represents the indestructibility of diamonds and the irresistible force of thunderbolts. And also, it's a type of weapon that is used in Indian wrestling that resembles brass knuckles, but are usually made from ivory or buffalo horn. And it also has spikes. Vajra Mushti is in Sanskrit and it could mean Thunder Fist or Diamond Fist. In Fire Emblem, it's actually not a Hero's Relic. Well, at least not like the ones from base game, as it was forged after the War of Heroes. And it was presumably made from the bones and has the crest of Chevalier, with Chevalier actually being one of the 4 apostles who tried to revive Sothis but failed. And eventually his bones were probably turned into the Vajra Mushti, which were passed down Chevalier's lineage. And eventually, Balthus von Albric got them. Also, the weapons take the form of gauntlets, like its origin being fist weapons. Anyways, the final Hero's Relic I'll be talking about is the Fetters of Dromi, which originate from Norse mythology, as Dromi were the second set of chains meant to be bindings for the Fenris Wolf/Fenrir. Also, fetters or fetter is a chain that is used to restrain people like prisoners, and are typically used around their ankles. Though the reason the Fetters of Dromi are equipped on the hand is probably because of the story of restraining Fenrir. The god of war and justice, Tyr, got his hand bitten off by Fenrir while trying to restrain Fenrir. In Fire Emblem, the Fetters of Dromir was a lost Hero's Relic with no real origin that were associated with the crest of Albin, who was one of the 4 apostles, and the reason why I say the origin is unknown because Albin himself was at least alive a bit under 20 years before the start of Three Houses' plot. The reason we know that Albin was alive was because he transfused his blood to Yuri to save him from death, in turn giving the crest of Albin to Yuri, who uses the Fetters of Dromi, which again, we don't know how they were made, essentially making them the only hero's relic that we don't know the origin of. Well, maybe other than the Vajra Mushti. Anyways, before I end this video, I'd like to talk a bit about Ymir, as it's the only hero's relic for the Empire / the Black Eagles. And TLDR, it's a fake one made by those who slither in the dark, and in real life mythology, it's a weapon used by Baal Hadad. And if you want to know more about it, check out my FE Mythology Erenbar, Failnaught, and Ymir video. Link to the video is in the description below and in the cards above, also in the playlist. And also talking about fake heroes relics, there are dark versions of both the Sword of the Creator and Thunderbrand. But they don't matter in my opinion, as they're just replicas made by those who slither in the dark. Anyways, that was a Fire Emblem Mythology, Church of Saint Seiros plus the Ashen Wolves' Heroes Relics. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and like and subscribe. Again, I really want to hit to 270 from this video. And the next FE Mythology video will be the Heroes Relics from the Kingdom of Fargus / Blue Lions, so stay tuned. However, the next Mythology video will be the Devil Arms of Dante from DMC5, so please watch my DMC Mythology videos too. So like I said, like and subscribe, please, and thanks for watching.